Hello everyone, welcome to my channel again. Thanks for visiting the channel again. Today we will be discussing about the laptop computers, but their internal parts, which are very important for their working. Broadly, these are mostly the semiconductor devices which makes the computing devices work, and other electronics as well. So we can broadly categorize these into two types. One is the logic chips and other is the memory chips. In today's video we will only focus the logic chips part. So if we further categorize the logic chips, the most important part, which you can say a heart of a computing system, is the central processing unit. That is a type of logic chip which takes a logical instructions and performs number of operations to actually execute the commands which we give to the system. So these CPUs or central processing units are the heart of laptops and desktops and other computing devices. So there is a most commonly used architecture for the CPUs is the x86 architectures, which is actually used by the Intel and AMD. It is predominantly used in the desktops and laptops, and the important part is that it focuses on high performance, but at the same time consumes more power. So in battery operated devices, the battery life is low due to the high performance or high number of operations per unit time, because it is based on a very complex set of instructions for processing. So it is a kind of a basic architecture which takes complex types of instruction. But the good thing about that it have these architectures actually support software compatibility. So that is why in new operating systems we can also run the old softwares. So people who actually work with the specialized kind of a softwares like engineering softwares or AutoCAD softwares or some softwares which has old versions available. So the this architectures developed by the Intel and AMD both actually supports the backward compatibility as well. The second type is the ARM architecture. This ARM architecture actually is used by the Qualcomm and Samsung. Qualcomm uses in its latest processor of 8 Gen 3, and similarly Samsung uses ARM architecture in Exynos processors which powers the Samsung mobile devices. So these are a perfect choice for two-in-one devices, tablets or smartphones. The main feature is their low power consumptions because they are more energy efficient. However, they have a low performance when compared with their counterparts following the x86 architecture. So these architectures are based on a simple instruction of processing, so that is why they consume low power, but at the same time they can actually have some kind of a compatibility issues, and some operating systems and are not provides compatibility patches to these ARM architectures. But nowadays, due to increased use of mobile devices, many of the mainstream CPUs are actually shifting towards the ARM architecture. The second important part in our kind of a logic chip in our laptops and computers is the GPU, which is a graphic processing unit, which is dedicated for the handling of graphics. It could be a kind of a drawing, it could be a game, it could be some illustration. So these are mainly produced by the NVIDIA. NVIDIA follows their own specialized architectures in designing their NVIDIA GPUs, like Turing, Ampere, Ada, Lovelace. So these are specialized architectures used by the NVIDIA, which is considered the market leader in the manufacturing of graphic processing units used in the computers and desktops and laptops. The second one is the AMD. AMD uses the Radeon architectures, which on different occasions is used for the different options. And the third one is mainly the Intel, which produces the GPUs, and its series is Intel XeRS. So it comes up with three categories. One is the low power, and the other two are high performance gaming and high performance computing. So these are the three major categories for Intel Xe series GPUs. In contrast to these two, there is also a third option, which is also known as SoC, means system on chip, where CPUs, GPUs and memory is actually integrated into a single chip to actually optimize the operations and working of the processing unit. So this is actually used by Apple. Apple primarily used the ARM series architecture, but actually it has customized it to a level where the shortcomings of ARM architectures is very much covered, and they have been able to optimize the performance and the power consumption both. So there is another example with a system on the chip. This is a Raspberry Pi, not comes in the normal day-to-day computing, but it can also help us to run the standalone applications. In Apple, if we see the latest M1 chips, where they have switched from the 8.6 architecture to the ARM architecture. So Apple is making two types of chips. One is the A series, which is primarily used in the iPhones, and the M series, which is mainly used in the MacBooks Pro and MacBook Air. So these M1 chips are, you can say, enhanced ARM architecture based. And similarly for the Raspberry Pi, they have a separate kind of a operating system who actually runs this system on chip. This is Raspberry Pi. So hopefully you have enjoyed this snapshot of especially about the CPUs and the GPUs and their common understanding and common use by the major manufacturers of the computing devices like laptops and desktops. So thanks again for watching the video. The next video will be about the memory chips, which is the second part of the main semiconductor chips. So hopefully I'll get that in coming few days. So once again, thanks a lot for watching. Goodbye.